Almost every issue that you might have with your voice can probably be traced back to tension in some way. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about vocal technique and specifically how to release tension in your voice. Tension is one of those things that, if not focused on, it's never gonna go away. So we go through our whole days using our voice and our bodies one way, and then when we go to sing, we bring the whole day with us, all of the tension from that day, all of the bad habits of how we stand or how we speak, and all of that comes with us into our singing voice. So tension is probably one of the top things that are an issue with my students and with pretty much every singer I know. Tension can cause fatigue in the voice. You might not be able to get through a show, or it can also put a limit on your range. You might not feel like you can hit the highest notes. And it's probably because of tension, or the lowest notes as well. And it also deals with control. You might be in a very easy, comfortable part of your range, but if you have too much tension, you're not going to feel like you have control over those areas of your voice. Tension's also really tricky because a lot of times we're not aware of the tension we hold in our bodies. If you've ever done yoga or any sort of body scan activity, you are probably aware that things come up that you weren't expecting, and you're like, wow, I didn't realize that I couldn't actually move my chin all the way to my shoulder or something like that, and then it affects other parts of your voice. Same thing, or other parts of your body. Same thing goes with your voice. Your voice might feel like it has a lot of tension or might be fatigued, and it could be tension on your lower part of your body, nowhere near your voice, but it's manifesting itself and affecting the muscles that surround your voice. So we're gonna go over my favorite exercises that focus on releasing tension and building awareness of where you have tension in your voice today. I definitely highly recommend working with a vocal coach to also help you discover these, because they can be a little bit tricky to bring your own awareness to, but this will be a good start for you if you feel like tension is an issue in your voice. The first step is breathing with body awareness. So what does that mean? That means you want to notice any parts of your body that have tension while you're breathing. And I would do a count. Breathe in for 5 slow counts, exhale for 5 slow counts. And you can stay at that for a while until you feel comfortable and until you've done the full body scan where you feel like, okay, I know where I have tension. I was able to release some of the tension, but at least I'm aware of where I wasn't able to release it, so then you can move forward from there. You also want to inhale slowly and follow the breath's cycle. So if you're inhaling through your nose or your mouth, you can decide on this. Some teachers have different opinions on that, but I don't mind. I think you can do nose or mouth. And you want to follow where that air goes in, so like down your throat, into your lungs. Do you feel your stomach expand? Do you feel your back expand? Or is your chest coming up? Don't try to fix anything at first. Just bring awareness to how your breath moves. And then when you exhale, you focus on relaxing your jaw and your chin and your tongue. So everything just kind of hangs. The jaw and the chin and the tongue are obviously very close to where sound is created. So they do have a lot of say in what that sound is going to be like. So the more we can relax and release the tension there, the more control we'll have over what they're saying the sound will be like. After your exhale, pause. Inhale for 5 more. Do a body scan. Exhale, releasing jaw, chin, and tongue. You can pause the video here and give it a go. Really weird one to like let your jaw and chin hang. You feel like you look a little silly, but it's really good. So give it a go, and then we'll move on to the next one. My next favorite exercise for releasing tension involves adding tension. So a lot of times, to build our awareness of where tension is, or maybe we're not aware of what it feels like not to be tense in those areas, we want to over-tense areas and then release them. A big one to do this with is the shoulders. Sometimes we do not realize our shoulders are already up at our ears. We're sitting at our computer all day hunched over, we're stressed out, we just got off the bus and our backpack is hurting our back, whatever the thing is. we don't realize where our shoulders sit. And for singing, you really want them to sit pretty darn low and released, because again, these muscles are quite close to the muscles that fully create the sound, fully bring your vocal cords together. So they are going to have a big say in what you sound like that day. So an example of adding tension in order to release tension would be to bring your shoulders all the way up, tense them as hard as you can, bring them all the way by your ears, and then release. And you can do it again too. Bring them all the way by your ears, and then release. You can do this in a number of areas, and with the body scan, by starting with the body scan and the inhale, you'll have a little bit more awareness of where it is that feels tense. And those are the areas that you can do this negative exercise of adding tension in order to release tension. Give it a go and let me know what you think in the comments below. Did it help? The next exercise I really like to do involves some visualization. So if you're not a visual learner, this one generally doesn't do much for you. However, if you are somewhat or very much a visual learner, this can be key in relaxing certain areas of your body. I'll ask my students to close their eyes and imagine placing a smooth, cool mask on their face. While they're pretending to put this mask onto their face, I'll ask them to smooth out their face, releasing any facial tension. Especially people get quite tense with their eyebrows. They'll be up here or they'll be down here and they won't realize it, right? But as you're spreading a cool mask along your face, you can slowly release those tension lines as well. And if it helps, if someone's a little bit more of a tactile learner, they can actually use their hand to smooth out their face and touch those areas that might be a little bit tense. The next step is to feel your forehead, eyebrows, and cheeks relax while you drop your jaw and let it hang. So this is gonna look a little silly too. Your mouth's just gonna be gaping open, but it'll just hang there nice and loose. I had a teacher once say that you should be able to let your jaw hang and then move your jaw with your hand freely. That was my first voice teacher ever, and I never forget that. It's something I still strive towards, but I have yet to accomplish that level of relaxation. But I'll still keep trying. People who have TMJ will have a little bit more difficulty releasing jaw muscles, and I'll have them do a soft massage on the jaw muscle to bring awareness to it a little bit and help push back on that muscle that really wants to grab on. Next, as you're still smoothing out that cool mask, you think about your tongue. You want to relax your tongue. It should feel flat, fat, and forward. The 3 F's. Don't forget it. Flat, fat, and forward. A little bit hang like that. And obviously you're not going to sing like that. Your tongue will be engaged because we need our tongue to be engaged to make words happen. But this is all part of a warm-up to help release tension during singing. If you want to give that a go and go through those steps if you're a visual learner, or if you're more tactile, you can do the physical hands. And let me know how this one works out for you. My final suggestion for releasing tension in the body for singing is that while you do your warm-up exercises, you move around. Don't stand like a statue, because all you're gonna do is slowly but surely bring back all the tension that you worked hard to release in the past couple of exercises. So if you're doing a lip trill or a scale of some sort, and you know that your neck was having problems, and yes, you got it a little bit released with these exercises, still move your neck around as you go through the warm-ups. If your jaw is tense, shake your jaw out, or go back to doing a light massage on the jaw joints. There are so many ways that you can move your body in the tension spots while you're singing that really help your body learn not to stay in those stuck, stiff positions while you're singing. So then eventually, if you do these enough, you create that muscle memory habit of, oh, I'm singing now, my shoulders go down, my jaw relaxes, and I'm prepared right off the bat. I hope these couple pointers were helpful, and I'm really excited to hear how they work out for you. Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this on different vocal technique topics, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.